What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or should I say y'all should be welcoming me back because it's been a minute and I'm so sorry for that. It's been a crazy couple weeks to say the least, with you know, getting ready for nationals and then obviously competing at nationals, then getting back into town, getting back into work, all that. It's been a lot. And as y'all know, I do this YouTube stuff on my own. So when I don't have time, it just doesn't happen. So I apologize for the delay in this finale, but we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get into my lifts, how they went, how I'm feeling about it all, and then I got some life updates for y'all. So let's get right into all of that.
Gave my life for this passion. I'm too confident, I'm too great with this. We talk passion. If I don't do nothing else, but you gon' love me from a passion.
All right, guys, so let's recap how nationals went. And we're gonna start with, I guess, the weight cut and everything. So that went beautifully. No issues there. Came in right where I needed to be the morning of, but I didn't compete till later in the afternoon, so that kind of sucked. Tried to, you know, eat and drink throughout the day, while of course not letting my weight go up too much. And then there was a lot of like possibility of the weight scale being over, and like no one knew if it was accurate compared to the weigh-in scale that we were allowed to use to check it, because it's two completely different scales. So I had no idea. So I was trying to come in at least a little under, just to guarantee that if there was any fluctuation between the scales, we'd be good. So anyways, ended up weighing in, I want to say it's my lightest that I've ever weighed in at. I'd have to go back and double check, but weighed in at 55.23, I think was the exact weight. Anyways, really light, so about 120, 121, somewhere around there. But I felt good. I didn't feel like I wasn't dehydrated. I had had food, so it felt really good. That all went beautifully. So to get into first squats, let's play through some of those real quick.
Lift is good. 3-1 fight. None. You can see it. Let's go back up. Tighten it up. And the lift for Dunn is...
What I really want to see is up. I don't even want to be any up. What I black see is up. I got band to the boot. Bustin' out the roof. I got band to the boot. Shake a little, get a little bag and take it to the store.
What do you think, Gina?
All right, so as y'all saw, missed my third attempt squat. It was a little bit higher, I will admit. So with squats, obviously I didn't know how everything was gonna go with the, you know, whatever issue I'm having with my hip that, you know, really was acting up going into nationals. I know I talked about it a good bit on the channel, so y'all knew. I had no idea how squats were gonna go, but I assumed with time off of lifting, you know, the deload, all of that, I would be feeling at least okay, which was the case. So warming up for squats, I was like, okay, this is the best things I've felt in a while. This is feeling good. still very confident with my opener, no need to drop anything. So opened at 319, moved beautifully, white lights. I was super happy with that because I think after you have, you know, an almost bombing out from squats, like you always have, there's just trauma there. So super happy realizing that that was not going to be an issue, or at least that I had, you know, fixed that, especially with how crazy the judging was. So that went beautifully, went up to the planned second attempt of 340. Lost my brace a little bit in the hole. You'll see I kind of like lose it, fall forward. So it looks a little bit harder than it needed to be. So on my third, I was more so focused on holding that brace than I was like making sure like I really got low. So with that switch in my focus, I did a really good job of keeping that brace, but when I braced that hard, it stopped me from going down as low as I had on the previous attempts. So it got called on depth, but it was strong, it felt good. So like my squats are getting stronger, just a few tweaks that I need to still make there. And of course, you know, the hip issue was not helping with any of that. But overall, happy with how squats went. Of course, I wanted more, but like I knew realistically going into nationals, I wasn't gonna get much more. So I'm happy with how that turned out. I'm hitting 340 like consistently, you know, 340 plus now consistently on the platform, which is just huge, you know, so we take our wins. So let's get right into bench because that one was exciting.
And for Becca, the lift is good. And the lift is good, 3 white lights.
220 pounds. She's weighing in at 120 pounds.
Let's go back up!
100 kilos for Becca Nuns. Lift is good.
Bench is back, baby. So we did, what did we open up at? I mean, y'all saw it all, but ended up with 100 kg for my third attempt. I think we knew after my second attempt at 97.5 that I possibly had 102.5 for the day. It was just moving, everything was feeling good, but the plan the entire time had been to go 100 as the absolute top end, just to build our total, because we needed every little kilo possible to, you know, maybe get me into the top 3 so I could get my pro card, you know, top 3, all that kind of thing, because that was the ultimate goal for me. So we wanted to build that total, so we just went 100. Obviously it flew, but it's showing me that I am able to consistently hit 100 now on the platform. So like, this is the second time I've now hit it. So we're getting stronger. That's what that means to me, is that if I'm able to consistently now hit these numbers, like we're getting stronger, we're getting there. So like, you know, under any circumstance, if I'm like, I'm still getting these numbers, good signs. So that was bench. Now I gotta get into deadlift.
She's a sumo puller, gonna take full advantage of those quads.
Come on! Yeah!
Good nuns.
Let's go, Becca.
Bronze medal, Bria Williams.
Yeah, girl.
Silver medal, Maya Wright. And in first place, Mariah Bolden.
Good job, Mariah.
All right, Mariah.
We'll take another one here. Grab your hands and hold them up for me.
Oh yeah.
Women's Raw Open 60 kilo weight class. In fifth place, Frida.
Deadlifts, man. Deadlifts. God, I want to fight them. So the opener, obviously super smooth, as an opener should be. I think it's my heaviest opener to date, to be honest. But obviously deadlifts have gotten stronger, so openers have to go up. Moved beautifully. We jumped up to 391 for my second, as you saw. Heaviest second I've ever taken. We considered going 396, I think wasn't also a possible, just so that we could secure, like, you know, we're trying to build a total. So that was a thought, but I felt more comfortable going 391. I said I want to secure that, and then we can jump, you know, whatever. With the 391, moved beautifully, like best it's ever moved. So felt super confident loading 402, which was my goal. Never been a number chaser, so I wasn't chasing that number, but I mean, it's a big number and I want to hit it on the platform. So we loaded 402 for the third, felt super confident, really thought it was gonna fly, to be honest. I mean, of course, a little bit of a struggle, but was not expecting it to be that difficult. But I think I just got a little bit out of position, which with technical sumo and, you know, your max weight, it's gonna make it a little harder. But what happened is my hand got stuck on my leg. I think my legs locked out too soon. And then my hand just got stuck, and trying to pull it up, it just opened my hand up because it got stuck on my leg, and it is what it is. We dropped it, and it wasn't like it didn't rip out of my hand. My hand on my leg, it literally just opened my hand up. So it sucks, I won't lie. Didn't lose any placing with it. We knew that I had basically secured fourth, and there wasn't any way for me to get into third place. It wasn't possible. There was some really strong girls there, and they all executed to their absolute best. And that's just, you know, how the cards played. So yeah, we missed out on top three. We missed out on the pro card, but this happened to me multiple times. So, you know, we feel it, we process that, and then we get back to work, because that's all I know how to do, to be honest. You know, it is what it is, and we're gonna get back to work, and we're gonna keep working, and we're gonna figure out, you know, what's going on with the USAPL, PA, IPF. There's so much, but for now, I'll be at the I'll still be with USAPL. I know a lot of people are moving. There's a lot going on. I don't really know, but for now, you know, I'm just gonna get back to work. We'll figure everything else out. So yeah, nothing left to do but get back to work now. I am very proud of my performance. It has, obviously I've competed for years, but to be able to, one, be in prime time, two, walk out just so confidently, execute on my lifts, be in a battle, honestly, you know, for those top spots. Like it was a battle between us girls. Like, you know, anybody missed a lift and it was over. You know, that was fun. It was a reminder, I guess, to myself that, like, Becca, you're strong. Like, I think I've always, you know, maybe not thought of myself as one of those top athletes. I've tried to instill those thoughts in myself and, like, you know, like, I know I'm strong, but I just never saw myself on that level. But like over the past like year or two, I've really started to just embrace that. Like, I am strong, I am a top athlete, and I need to think that way, carry myself that way, train that way. Like, you know, I mean, it's a hobby that I love, but I give, you know, all of myself to everything I do. So I'm gonna go all in on it. To be honest, none of my preps recently have been easy the past couple years because life's not easy. Like, and yet I've continued to progress, and for that I am very proud of myself, and even more excited as to what will come in the next, you know, year or so, because I've got some big changes happening. So, life update time. Been slightly alluding to this maybe if you follow me on any of my social medias. Can't remember if I've mentioned it yet here on YouTube, but it's about time we talk about it because it's all kind of falling into place now. So I am starting a new job. I put in my 2 weeks at Crunch, where I have worked for, well, I've been with the company like 5 years, but I've been at the Raleigh location for 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years that I've been managing that location. And I put in my 2 weeks right before we left for nationals. I was given an opportunity to work with Strong Friends. I guess not given an opportunity. They were hiring. I applied, they hired me. So I did have to go through a whole process, but I'm gonna be working with them, doing customer service stuff for them. So I'm just super excited to be on their team. And I'm obviously, it's hard for me to leave Crunch in the sense that y'all know, I put everything into everything I do. So I care deeply, mostly the staff and the members, like, and everything I do is for them. So I work crazy hours. I do all this to make sure that the members have a great facility to work out in. My staff has everything they need to be successful. So that could be, you know, being on the phone with my opener at 5 a.m. because, you know, TVs aren't working, or, you know, like, it could be the simplest thing, but like those little things make a difference. So like there's so many mornings I've opened, so many days I've closed, so many weekends I've worked, but I literally worked 24/7, like always on call. The gym like hardly ever closes. So anytime the gym's open, I'm there, you know, or if I'm not there physically, I'm on call. So it's a lot of work. I easily put in 60 hours a week, easily. So doing that, it's a very high stress job. I love the job. It's a great job. It is. It's just, can't do it long term. I mean, let's be honest, I just can't. So I need to start taking steps towards something that I could do long term, something that would be more stable for me. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna be working with Strong Friends. It's just, you know, it's a pay cut. Let's be honest. That's gonna be the hardest part, is figuring that out, but I've been through worse. I can figure that shit out. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna change a lot of things in my life. Obviously, I think my training is gonna like hugely benefit. If I'm not on my feet working crazy hours, you know, mornings and nights, whatever, weekends, like my body is gonna feel so much better, and to not be under a heavy stress load, I think it's just gonna, it's gonna be life-changing for me, to be honest. So that's the big life update. Switching jobs, and that's actually happening basically now. I don't know when I'll get this video out. I'm trying to in the next day or so. Today's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, September 21st. So it's been a week since I've competed, so I'm sorry that this is coming out so late. But yeah, trying to get this out very soon. But I start with Strong Friends on Monday, the 25th. So Sunday will be my last day with Crunch. So it's been a crazy, I guess, just, you know, coming back from nationals and having to then, you know, catch up on everything that I missed while I was gone, and try to prepare and make sure that everything is good for when I leave, has been very hard and stressful, because obviously I want to leave it in a good spot. It's not looking like that's going to happen, because I do so much, so it's hard to transfer that off, because there's no one who can take all of that load. So just trying to set them up for success as best as possible. That's all I can do. So it's taken a lot of my time, but what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and close out this video, and I'll keep y'all updated on how everything goes with the drop transition. We're gonna get back into working out. This is my first morning actually. Like, I'm just in the apartment gym, but I'm getting in here and getting something done, because this head cold is finally, you know, clearing up. So I'm feeling much better. So we're gonna get into off season, figuring out my plan for this next season of competing this next year, all of that. So stick around. It's gonna be good. God, I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for following along on this, like, this journey. For if you like saw my list, if you tuned into the live stream, cheered me on, I appreciate it so much. It really means the world to me to have all that love and support. So thank y'all again, and as always, I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.
Nothing else but you gon' love me from a passion. If I don't do nothing else, but I'ma go secure the back end.